is me, Kev from Kevin's Corner, where I try to make some sense out of nonsense. And you know, we're almost beyond being able to make some sense out of what is going on around our country. I'm furious. I'm very upset, and I'm sure many of you are as well. If you heard about the verdict that on one end, we kind of expect, considering that it was in New York and this is something that they've been trying to do forever. But at the same time, there was still a little bit of hope in, our country, and hope in some people with some common sense that might do the right thing. But once again, my hope in humanity has been, foiled. So the question is now, where do we go from here? So if you are checking me out real quick, some people are saying, hey, Kev, yeah, I had to step outside, y'all. That's how furious I was about it. I was like, you know what? Let me get out the house for a second before, I turn green and tear down the whole house. And I know this isn't my normal time to go live. Can y'all hear me? Can anybody hear me? Yeah. So I kind of anticipated it, but there's, that part of your mind where you're like, there's no way they're gonna really do this. I mean, are they really trying to convict a former president and a current candidate for these stupid charges, and then let the evil people go free, like Michael Cohen, corrupt Stormy Daniels, and Biden? And I said it last night. I said that the fact that the Biden administration had already started preparing a speech, I knew what was coming. That judge did everything he could to help come to this verdict, this conclusion. And it burns me up. This is a forever stain on our country. There's no coming back from this. This is that moment where we have kind of moved right into Banana Republic style government. And if it doesn't get reversed, then, America truly has fallen and may not be able to get back up. I know some people are crying. A lot of people are crying. I just talked to a friend of mine. She was like, I'm hurt. See, it's a blemish. See, they had to throw some type of mud on Trump. And I know evil people concoction this, and they think they're getting over. They think they're celebrating. And what they really have done is awaken a sleeping giant. And I'm talking about more so than it was already awoke. See, they've been poking at the giant for a long time. For these last 8 years, just poking. Got one eyeball open. Giant was nice and tuckered out. Kept poking. It's like, hey, you gonna make me. Now I'm trying to go to sleep. I'm trying to relax. But they wouldn't leave well enough alone. Had to go to the distance. Now, this is so obviously corrupt. How do you find him guilty of all of these charges and yet prove no crime? Did everything you could to manufacture a crime. Bent over backwards to get rid of all the obstacles to even bring this stupid case. And then you get a compromised, corrupt, stinking, funky judge that has somehow magically been put on all of these cases that revolves around Trump. And then he works overtime to kind of push the jury towards this verdict. Now, many of them probably thinking, look what we've done. We've gotten away with it. But I'm going to tell you right now, the kid gloves should be taken off. When Trump wins, I say he get in and fire everything. I mean, forget all of the let's be sensitive. Let's make sure we don't send the wrong message that, Trump's coming after his his political opponents. Forget all that mess. These folks deserve it. I mean, this all was coordinated. This was nothing but a conspiracy between Bragg, between the DOJ, between the judge. All of these moving pieces had to work for them to get this verdict, considering it was nothing. They had nothing. It's one of those things that you say, how can you invent or create something out of nothing? Only God can do that. But the Democrats took nothing and created a fake behind case, some charges. Yeah, they said, you know what? This thing is dead. Nobody else would take it, but we got an evil judge that's willing to listen. We got a corrupt DA that's willing to piece this together and violate everything that we ever have seen in our justice system, and to bring this garbage against a former president that millions of people are supporting. Yeah, but you want to trash him and try to make it seem like it's fair. And see, now they're going to come out and they're going to be boasting and talking about the justice system is spoken. They're going to come out and be talking about finally Trump gets what we all know. Trump didn't get what he deserved, because he deserved none of this. This is something that they all put together, and now they're going to celebrate it as if justice is spoken, and we, for some reason, aren't able to take it. We are misinterpreting what took place. The only thing that took place is simply the justice system working like it's supposed to work. And we know that they have single-handedly destroyed the justice system by doing this. At this point, everything should be off. I'm like, yo, man, I should be able to run stop signs, red lights, go in, take a couple thousands out of the bank, forget paying taxes. I mean, when you see something like this done, you say, well, what good is the justice system? The message that they sent with this is just devastating, because now how are you going to simply get up there and tell the American people you got to follow the rules and the justice system works and this and that? You just allowed millions of people to see that the system is abused. And I don't see how we recover from this. Now, I'm sure Trump is going to appeal. I watched the reaction that Trump had. He is absolutely furious. I could tell he's hurt. And honestly, I'm hurt too. I'm hurt. I'm hurt for the country. This is a blow to the country, man. And it stretches far beyond our borders. This is a blow to the country on a global scale. A global scale. You know, other countries are looking at America like, oh boy, oh man, America has truly fallen. They're not the America that we knew and feared or respected. Every dictator is probably going, y'all can never tell us nothing. You can't come to us talking about some democracy. You can't come to us talking about anything. You can't call us a banana republic, a communist country, none of that. We have reached rock bottom, and that is how evil and desperate these people are, and they deserve what's coming to them. Every bit of what's coming to them. I won't have not one bit of compassion, not one bit of mercy if Trump unleash hell on every single one of them. I'm talking about get somebody to walk down every person that coordinated this mess. Get the judge, everybody, anybody involved in this. Because you know, for this to work, they all had to be involved in this, including that raggedy judge. So I'm talking about, I would sweat everybody. What's your name? What part did you play? All right, I tell you what, you want 70 years? Then you better tell me who spoke to you. Get the phone records. Get the emails. I'm talking everything. Get to the bottom of this, because we know this was planned. And it's going to be sickening to see Biden and them come out and act like it wasn't. Like they had nothing to do with it. That's what's going to really infuriate me even more, man. Hearing that big bag of bones come out talking about, see, I told you, Trump he's a convicted felon. And it's a mess, man. And I'm telling you, they're doing everything they can to destroy the hope that many Americans have in redeeming this country and bringing us back to our former glory to some extent. So I don't know. It's going to take a couple days for this to run through the system. I'm sure the news is going to have a field day on it, because we just made history. Just made history. First president ever. This goes to show how evil the Democrats are, and how evil the deep state globalists. This how desperate they are. Willing to do this, knowing the damage that this will do to our country and to the faith that we have in our judicial system. It's gone. I mean, right now, I don't believe in any of it. I'm just going, man, get it out of here. Don't come to me talking about, well, you know, the Statue of Liberty and the, Lady Justice. I don't want to hear none of that right now. After seeing what they have done to President Trump, and not only to President Trump, I feel like it has been done to me, to you guys. You know, I didn't want to believe that they would do something this drastic and this stupid. Now we have to wait for the verdict. And we'll see. I guess the verdict is supposed to be coming. I think they said something like July 15. And who knows, man. If they're willing to go this far with this garbage, I'm sure they got other plans in place when it comes down to this, because you know the verdict is not going to just come right out of the head of this compromised judge. I'm sure it's all going to be coordinated with the Democrats, with the DOJ, with Garlic, and all of them. So it has to be a strategic, sentencing, so that they could maximize, the damage. I mean, just for them to say, all right, a slap on the wrist, here's a fine. I don't think they're willing to go through all of this. It's what, July 1st? Thank you. I don't foresee them going through all of this just to hit him with a fine. I got a feeling they're going to really put some time into the sentencing and see how can we sentence him that would damage him. Because this is what it all comes down to. Trying their best to damage him. Somebody said July 11th. I don't know. But it's going to be coming in July. But this is all designed to damage him and hopefully break the will of him and the people. But my will won't be broken. I'm more encouraged. I'm more on fire than ever before. I'm sitting there like, boy, this is that moment I wish. I'm like, Trump, if you get back in, hire me, unleash me. Boy, I would be the Kraken. I would be the Kraken. These people need it, man. They need it. This is pure evil. So, guys, I just want to go live for a second, get some feedback from you guys. I'm reading some of your messages, and some people are saying they're crying. People are saying they're hurt over this, and it's a devastating blow. Not because I think it's going to cost Trump the election or anything like that. It just shows evil appearing to win, but I don't believe it will win eventually. But to see it so blatant and so open, sometimes it makes you say, wow, is it easier to be a villain versus a hero? And Trump took the route of the hero, and this is the arrows that you take when you go that route. See, this is what makes me say that's why I will back Trump till the end, because I see all of the evil sources and all of the evil forces and powers coming against him. That lets me know he's the hero. When I see evil, funky people like Joe Biden attacking him, that corrupt, stinking, nasty, dirty man, which I'm going to be talking about tonight at 7, when I see people like him attacking Trump, I go, Trump's the hero, because that dude right there is a villain. When I see Soros saying things like Trump is an anomaly that will disappear in 2020, that's a real live evil villain, and he's attacking Trump. Yeah, Trump's the hero. And then to hear people cheering, because my first source was ABC. I just, somebody called me and said, turn on the TV, which I don't watch TV. So I had to go on, YouTube and type in, Trump sentencing verdict live. And ABC was the first one that came up. So I clicked on it. And I'm watching it. And when they start reading the guilty counts, and I'm hearing useful idiots, dumb, very dumb Americans who have no idea what these evil people have done to our country, cheering for nothing, cheering on the guilty verdict for an innocent man, cheering on the guilty verdict for an innocent man. It breaks my heart, man. They are 100% ignorant. And I hope one day they come to their senses and see, like, what have I done? I was excited over an innocent man being found guilty, all because they have been lying to us and manipulating us and got us convinced that this man is evil. After hearing all of the stuff that went on in the courtroom, all the stuff that judge did to make this happen, all the lies that Michael Cohen told, the wonderful testimony of Costello. I mean, there is nothing that would have made these people conclude that he was guilty except for either they're corrupt on the jury or whatever. I just can't get it, man. I don't understand this one. I really don't understand this one. But my gut told me something bad was going to happen because they did everything they could make sure it's in New York. Get the nasty stinking judge, Alvin Bragg, and I hope they all lose their careers, man. I hope they all pay a price. You know, some people say, don't wish evil on no. I want justice. I'm not wishing evil on these people. I'm wishing justice on these people because they have destroyed the trust that we're supposed to have in our system. So, anyway, thanks for listening to me. I just want to at least touch base with everybody and let them know that, you know, it's a dark day in America, but hey, there's still some light at the end of the tunnel. The Trump train is still going towards that light. And I got a feeling this is all going to backfire on these stinking people real good. And, you know, I didn't plan on talking about this tonight. That's why I said, let me do a real quick live, you know, stream and get the feel, the temperature of the people. We can maybe debrief real quick before I go live at 7. But yeah, I'm going to be, you know, focusing on these nasty, stinking Democrats. And I might talk about it briefly, but my show tonight was not designed for that. In fact, I'm going to be talking about the most evil man right now, and he has no idea that he's evil because, see, evil people are using him. And I'm talking about Biden. So I will be addressing that tonight, covering some stuff. But I ain't going to even lie, y'all. This hurt, man. I'm hurt for the country. I'm hurt for President Trump, and I'm hurt for the country. I really am. So keep your heads up, guys. I know this one hurts. It sucks, but keep your head up. We'll get through it because we done got through what? 2 impeachments. We done got through the Russia collusion, delusion. We done got through all of that. And I would have liked to see Trump just get through this unscathed, you know, with no blemishes on his record, no arrow. I don't want him to take one shot. I wanted him to run through the gauntlet of attacks from all of these people and not get hit once. And it appeared that he was doing it on some of the major cases. But now I want y'all to think about this. If they were able to find him guilty on the softest case, what do you think they had planned for him on those other cases? They were ready to stick it to him. If God still had, you got to still see the mercy and the grace of God in this whole thing. Because if those other 3 cases would have gone through, if they got him on this garbage, if those other 3 cases would have went through, it would have been over. They would have been like, oh, definitely, he has to go to prison right now. So we're still in the game, and we'll get through it, okay? So God bless y'all. God bless America. I didn't thank y'all for the chat donating. I appreciate that. I didn't even give y'all my spiel. This is one of them off the cuffs, just gonna log on and start talking to the people before I go ahead and turn green. So we'll see y'all in about an hour when I go live. Please, you know, check, make sure your notifications are on, because who knows, they may not even let you know that. They're like, oh, he went live earlier. We're not sending out a notification. But just know I'll be going live again at 7, okay? So God bless y'all. Yeah, somebody said I'm still voting for him no matter what. Me too. And for the most part, the statistics show that everybody is still going to do the same thing. This doesn't discourage me at all. It encourages me. It doesn't discourage me. It encourages me, baby. That's what it does. God bless y'all. God bless America. We'll see y'all in about an hour. Take care.